Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today it's another Bloom Spreader mission, but I'm not having the Kalidas do it this time. No, I'm not. Also, we're doing it without servo skulls, which means that, yes, Han does have a slot that is just completely up to you. Just there's nothing in it. It's that simple. It's just there's nothing in there. That's fine. We have loads of crit potential. We have Storm. We have just all the things. We're great. KRASK will hopefully start leveling up a bit. That would be nice. You know, we did get in that thing that he gets double experience, but he's just not really been killing a whole lot. We can't take him on every mission, and yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't get a lot of killing done. We need to fix that, which we should. We have loads of stratagems as well. None of them apply to him, which is probably why he's lagging behind. But anyway, should be fun. Let's get to it.
Update. Orbital clearance achieved. The Adeptus Mechanicus have allocated strict deployment parameters for this forge world.
Infested like this, and they still play tight with their secrets.
Our failure will initiate an immediate planet-wide self-destruction protocol. Do not fail.
Alright. So there's immediately a couple of pods in here, so that's fun. We're going to have you just line up somewhere. You can go straight through the middle. Good. Alright, I'm going to have you go there. Okay, good. You know, it is just the lighting, right? Or like the green sky. But I actually do like the green trim just along the top. It would be interesting, actually. Because, you know, it's gold trim, really. It would be cool to have a box dreadnought, like, largely unpainted. Or, you know, the look of unpainted. You would obviously paint it, you know, silver. You'd sort of paint it gunmetal. But it would be interesting to see how much you could, like, make it look like it belongs to a chapter just from colouring the trim and, like, the panels. You know, keep it really sort of minimal. I think it could look quite cool. I'm sure someone had done it. I'd be amazed if someone had. Alright, go grab that. Good lad. Yeah, we're going to grab all of these, because we're doing this the old-fashioned way. How exciting is that? Very. Very is how. Also, I remember this level. It's been a while since we've done this level. Yeah, it's a big one. Also, this looks very much like a Crooked Moon thing, doesn't it? From a certain angle. It's not, though. But yeah, it does look like from here especially, like, you see? Although it kind of also looks like a Plague Bearer's head. Is that kind of what it's supposed to be evoking? No, I don't think so. I think that's just complete coincidence. It's green and sprungly, like, whatever. But yeah, so enemy patrol next to this bloom spawn, then we'll go to this one, and then over to the end. I mean, it's a long way to travel. There's a lot of enemies we could bump into on the way, potentially. And there is Architect. I don't care. It's just not enough to warrant us going out of our way. It just isn't, you know? So I think it's regrettable. You know, also regrettable, I should have had Storm grab that one and Han grab that one, because Storm could just teleport over, whereas Han is going to have to run awkwardly around everything, which I think is going to suck. Maybe I'll send in Thule over here as well. You might be able to get a better shot off. There's also a little vent over there we can grab. There's one in the middle. I mean, there's some out here, but not many. Well, I guess there's a couple. We never really have to worry much about turns, to be fair. Let's smash through and say hi. Hey, fella. Where? Why won't people think about my feelings? Said the Hellbrood. Like, mental health is important, but, like, you know, if you're a Hellbrood, then, you know, I don't think you can elicit too much sympathy. We're going to smash into that. You're immune to hazards when you're charging, though, so this should just be funny. We are going to have to get a crit on him to get that seed out of him. I do kind of need more of the purple ones, don't I? Pink, whatever. Sorry, mate. Did that guy just evaporate? Oh no, there he is. I thought he just ended up in a shadow realm or something. That was wild. Oh, and you know what? Should have support fired earlier as well. That was really silly of me. But yeah, we can stun him. Don't have an extractor skills. We're not allowed skills. Not allowed skills today. But that's fine. We probably won't get the seed. I don't mind. Don't really mind. God, that's a long way to go. But it's an instant crit. You're probably going to get 100 AP back, so I'm sure it's fine. You go execute him. And the execution node might be the one with the seed anyway. It isn't. So that's a bit of a pity, but it is what it is. We should have had Han attack him. We should have had Han attack him. Also, he is going to blow up. Oh, actually, we'll be able to move after we finish combat. So it's not a problem. We just need to kill everyone. We just need to kill everyone. And then we're fine. I'll use an astral aim on the tree. I think that's who I can reach from here. And you already have 4 AP, which is lovely. Do I want to get like right around here and astral aim this Blight Lord Terminator? Is that too risky? I mean, we still need to do a lot of damage to the tree, so let's work on killing the tree. And like Han might be able to get around there. We'll see. We will see. Warp charge to ignore the armor, but I think that's probably a waste. We will get support fire as well. See, this is something that we've been missing for a long, long time. Right? We haven't had Thule along with Storm. So Storm hasn't... He's been missing out on 10 damage a turn. Because we haven't had anyone shooting. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. Very nice. And yeah, scatter shot. It's got pretty good range. Pretty good range. Deals 7 damage. That's because it's depleting some extra ammo, right? So it depletes all ammo. Is it just 7? I think it's per ammo normally, the damage. I think it's per 2. I think it's +1 damage per 2 ammo. So yeah, because it's 3, it goes up to 7 from base damage to 6. But anyway, we didn't get AP back for the crit. I mean, 65% chance to crit is pretty good. You know, we don't get precision strike, but that was a crit, and now it's dead. And did we get AP back for that?
Who's next, brothers?
We didn't get AP back on either of the crits, so he's done. See, it's tough, isn't it? Oh no, no, he didn't get it back. He didn't get it back. Annoying I can't reach him. We could stun him though. I mean, this is one of 3 grenades, so like, I think that's fine. We've got a bunch. I guess Iolanthus could just join in. And how much AP? I mean, Han and Iolanthus, neither of which have done anything. And Storm is not low on AP either. Alright, how much more AP have you got now? Okay, there's another one. And another one. And another one. Okay, good. He's on 4 out of 3, so yeah, I think we're fine. I'm not sure I really needed to do that. One thing I am going to do, though, is you are going to move up. Alright, and Iolanthus is going to move up. Going to keep him out of the way of the... Yeah, it's fine. We're going to be ignoring him. Hopefully. Him meaning them. The pod. I don't know why I keep referring to pods as like a guy. Also, I think he does... Yeah, he does have first strike enabled. But I think if I teleport to him, then that doesn't count. Or does it? Any enemy who moves adjacent will suffer a melee attack, but I'm not moving adjacent. See? See, technically that wasn't... He's still going to suffer first strike. But that's not what it says it does! It says if you move adjacent. I'm not moving. Oh, it's so annoying. Why are you lying to me? Stupid. Could astral aim... Like, really, I just need disrupt shot him. It's very frustrating. I just don't want Storm to get stabbed, is all. You know? Don't want him stabbed. Is that so much to ask? Apparently. Apparently it is. What can I do? What can I do? Nothing. Nothing at all.
We strive.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Of course I can. No, I can't. He's used all of his stupid AP up because I wanted to move him. Thinking that he wouldn't be a problem. Even though he's not really. Like, I'm going to take, like, how much damage? I mean, probably quite a bit, actually. He does 6 damage. I don't want to take 6 damage. And I don't want to use 2 AP. But I want him to come in and disrupt him. Is that worth 6 health? And I could have honored the chapter. Real annoying. Real annoying. Alright, come on, mate. Come disrupt this boy. I'd have gone with the disruptor skull, but that's not an option. Which is very frustrating. Alright. Disrupt shot. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that, Terminator. You jerk. Oh, I mean, that's quite good. Kill him in one hit with Han. Sure. Nice. Alright, then we'll just leave him to his devices. Want to be a bit careful of that, obviously. It's right there, which is nice. Alright, let's just move you here. Because then you'll be able to shoot through when everyone else moves in. So I want him to be able to shoot at that thing. I mean, his las cannons are really powerful. He could actually do a tremendous amount of damage just blasting it with his las cannons. He could do 30 damage in a turn, you know? And that's just something we don't think of doing for some reason. Sure, let's just stack you up. As long as we have one person who can kick down that door, we're fine. And let's put you in cover. Good. Let's have Han. He'll probably break in. And Storm can be up here. Because he can teleport, can't he? So, you know. Alright, I'll have you burst in. In you go, lad. In you go. Bam. And of course, using the it didn't introduce him. Interesting. Yeah, using Quicksilver that first time. Obviously, we got a new charge of Quicksilver. It means we're only going to use Gauge Infinity once, but we only need it once. Right, and I had that in mind. He's easy to approach. This guy isn't, so we Gauge Infinity on him. It's the only one we need to Gauge Infinity onto. But yeah, twin las cannons. Yeah, we can do 7 damage long range Cloudfly. So it's not 10, but that's fine. We do no additional crit damage. But we will do 2 extra damage if we hit him. Let's just... I don't know. How much do Fist do? Not that much damage. Could support fire. Let's do that. That takes the whole turn? What? Okay. Well, that sucks. But he will support fire, so that's charming. Alright, sure. And, go stab him. Just... Come on. There we go. Good. Alright, more AP. Yeah. And, I know, Islanders can shoot him.
Firing on target.
And we'll just watch everyone join in. So that eats up his whole turn. It's just not very good, is it? Oh, and it's the same turn for you, isn't it? So you're not getting support fire.
What is your will?
Is there a way I can not kill this?
Your orders.
Oh, you can't shoot because you're in the way. Alright, sure, let's move you. I guess I could shoot him again. But no, because I want him to be able to get with the support fire, so I need to not shoot. Damn. Unless I astral aim, and then he might get the extra damage. Probably. Actually, yeah, because then we can do +2 damage. for the crit. So I think that means support fire will do it. So the Dreadnought will get the kill. I know, this is completely absurd, but there we go. Do you now have support fire turned on forever? Because that's what I want to know. Like, does he just have that now? Because auto abilities, it's saying nothing. Like, I guess I just don't really understand what the point of support fire is. Okay, so I think what that is describing, which I don't think is describing very well, right? It's, you get support fire. It's not for infinite turns. It's just for one turn. So you're doing plus 2 you're doing 2 damage with support fire, right? But it's infinite number of support fires. So if everybody is shooting at a target, you're going to add an extra 2 damage. Again and again and again and again and again. Even though he only has 7 ammo, so maybe that won't even work. Maybe that won't even be enough. But like, okay, so for your last attack, rather than doing 10 damage with the last cannon, you could have the chance of doing more than that if all of your guys are going to be, you know, if you have more than 5 shots at another target, they'll contribute more than if they just shot it. Weird, right? Does that not feel odd? I don't know. Or maybe if you're in a position where you're fighting a bunch of guys, that you can only do enough damage to put to like 1 or 2 health, and then he can just finish off a bunch of enemies. That might be more useful. That might be a better use of his AP. I don't know. I have no idea. That feels weird. Another reason why he never gets any kills, though. I'll just ignore them. Maybe. Another reason why he never gets any kills is can we keep Gate of Infinity on top of the objective and leaving him behind? Though, you know, there was that point where he got stuck on top of a... Okay, so he has to go down that ramp, so we can't ignore them. I guess I can go down that ramp, but I'm not sure that's really going to change much. Okay, there is a ramp here as well, so we can go down here, but there's probably a pod over here too. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Let's try. Don't explode. Yeah, cool. Alright, good job. That's some great not exploding. I mean, that exploded, but... Ew, that's squelched. Yeah, we need him to get in and do some work.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander. Work, Commander. Okay, you can grab that, I suppose. I suppose. There's one back there that we didn't grab. Actually, there's one in that room that we didn't grab. And he's not exploded yet, which I think is funny. Yeah, he's moved as far as he can that way. Can you grab that? Oh, it's a seed pod. Cool. Alright, let's grab that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Good job. And he's got some willpower back. And he's gonna explode. Finally. Good for you. Okay, moving on. So yeah, one thing I'm finding with the campaign now is that we're not really having to think about anything we do. So I can make a lot more mistakes, just because I'm not really. I can be pretty idle about it. I'm not having to think through my turn. I'm not having to think through every AP before I start spending it, because I have so many ways of getting AP back, and that I find so unusual. Like the game's difficulty is completely in reverse. You know, it gets easier over time when it should be getting a lot more difficult. But it's the initial turns that are, you know, the initial few missions that are nightmarishly difficult. And then, yeah, it kind of gets a bit... Yeah, it becomes a bit trivial. Alright, so where exactly is that thing? Is it quite far back? Yeah, it is right at the back here. So, yeah, maybe if he moves around this way, we can get in fairly close. I would like him to be in the combat, you know? Maybe we make it take a couple turns. Maybe we actually use cover, you know? Maybe that's something we think about. That'd be weird. But yeah, maybe we actually use cover and things, and take a little while to get him into combat. Just not sure why we would. So yeah, it's going to be hard to level him up. But, also, to be fair, he's already got loads of health, loads of armor, he's got great equipment, and like, we are going to get an extra tier of equipment on him. And he is just like a bonus guy in the last mission, so... You know, it's not the end of the world if he's not leveled up too much, because there's just not that many skill points that are worthwhile. Even support fire is a bit pointless on him. Oh, they were patrolling. We escaped them, by the looks of it. Okay, well, let's get you up here. We might just run through the wall, honestly. We'll probably just run through the wall. And then we'll get reimbursed the AP, and we'll probably go to infinity, so stacking up here is probably a little pointless. Let's just start smashing. Alright, let's head in. Get as close as you can, mate. Get as close as you can. And everyone else can gate. And there it is. Ooh, hello. Well, that's some cool stuff. Okay, now that is a bit of a nuisance. That's a bit of a nuisance.
The Emperor. That one's massive.
We will not be daunted. Brothers, destroy that thing before the demons surround you.
Yep. Alright, so Twin Las Cannon. Can't reach anyone. Ancient's Charge. If I smash through that, is that gonna disrupt that anyway? Probably not. If I go here, I can probably stun him and then shoot something. Though this might just block all my options for shooting something. Which is a bit wrong. However, if I move to here, I can probably charge through all three of these guys. Which would be pretty sick. Okay, that still gives me one attack. Alright, I'll do that, and I'll charge through, like, him, and knock him off the end. Which I think would be very funny. And again, we're going to miss out on getting a seed out of these guys, which is a bit... which is probably a bit rubbish. Obviously, if I do that, you know, I can just stun one, but... actually, how much stun is this? Okay, we can hit a bunch of them. Oh, he's in Terminator armor, though, so he probably won't get knocked off, will he? Although it is superior knockback, so maybe. And then, yeah, we throw a... Like, if these three all get knocked into a pile, we can probably stun grenade all of them. And there he goes. Hilarious. Alright, well, that's him done. That's him done. That you are, buddy. That you are. And we're all very proud of you. Let's move here. I'm going to have to run into the Plague, but we can do that with Storm. Storm can do it. So, Brain Mine. Are they all going to be... Alright, we are going to have to soften them up a bit more with Islandus. And I need to think about this, because I need to make sure that I can actually access them with another character. Because they're all so gummed up. Because, yeah, that didn't stun anybody. Although, oh, that wouldn't either. Yeah, you're going to get all plagued up, mate. You're going to get all plagued up. That's a bit sad, isn't it? Also, we might accidentally kill all of these guys, so we might not actually end up stunning any of them. And he wasn't in stun range. Wow, really? He's still not? Is it because of you? It's because of you, isn't it? Alright, let's kill him first. We need to make sure he's dead. We can't force strike. But we can just give everyone maximum crits. That will make it impossible. Actually, I guess not, because you won't have to force... Well, force strike doesn't put up your crit shot. Well, yeah, but I'm saying crit might kill. He'll definitely crit, in which case he'll definitely kill. I don't know. I don't know what we do now.
Your command. Here.
I don't know what we do. As long as this is dead. He can just throw another one. Alright, we kill him and we throw another grenade. I forget you can just throw many grenades as you want. So, okay, we're doing it. We are going to... Strength of Spirit. Alright, so that way we can definitely crit this guy. Excellent. Love it. Yeah, we're immune because we're awesome. If we armor pierce, he's dead in one hit, which is pretty neat. Alright, now get a bunch of AP back, please. That's 2. Alright, only 2. only 2, and then we can... Okay, one is 2 of them already are stunned, but we can stun the other 2 as well. So now let's get 4 executions. And again, all of this is happening while our Dreadnought watches, because he just doesn't get to be a part of these things. It's so silly. And alright, you're actually immune to plague, so... No! The stun grenade unstunned 2 of them. Oh, that's so stupid. That's such a stupid thing that is. That what do. We're gonna have 4 of them stunned. I need to have executed 2 of them and then carried on with the executions. So disappointing. Alright, the other 2 get to live then. Killing these guys doesn't even do anything because everyone has maxed out experience. So it's all pointless. Whatever the case, so whatever. Let's just start blasting this thing, I guess. Alright, that's good news. And Storm, if you wanna help out. Alright, and we did get some extra AP back. Storm, do you wanna go grab this? Ow. I wasn't even paying attention to that. And we got disrupted. He's not gonna be able to do his fun thing. You know, the thing what you do. It's fine. Alright, that's good. And I'll just shoot this some more, I guess. Alright, that's another crit. And yeah, one more attack. Let's see if he crit again. Oh, I think that wasn't the crit. And he got AP back. Amazing. Still 2. Still 2 health. If he gets another crit, which he might. Oh, 100% chance. Because we gave everyone extra crit chance. Funny that. Oh, good job, Thule. Good return for Thule. I forgot just how well these guys synergize. But very sad I didn't get to execute 4 guys in a single turn. That would have been really funny. But yeah, just really weird. Stun grenades will wake people up from stun. I mean, fine. Technically they're getting attacked, and just if you're stunned, an attack is an attack, and it, you know, resets you. Fine. Like, I understand the mechanism behind it is just, you know, feels like vibes. It fails on the vibes, you know? So, we got a bunch of requisition. That feels good. We got some seeds, not many, not really. We threw a bunch into the abyss. Fine. Now, Palian Spite. Overwatch has extra range and damage. That's pretty cool. So it's 8 damage per shot on Overwatch. We never use Overwatch though. We just don't. Fortitude here. Extra resistance and crit chance. Can do a bit of extra damage. That's fine. Halo Skull. Tier 3. We're going to get this, even though I haven't used this in ages. This might actually be really useful in the last mission. Like in the final mission. Just be able to drop down something basically every turn that has 20 health. I think it'll just be a great way of keeping, you know, keeping the enemy off of us. Because we will, you know, it's designed to be overwhelming. So I think that might be really useful. But also, it's one more bit of war gear that isn't going to show up in rotation, which means we can hopefully get the extra crit chance melee item. And KRASK did level up. And, you know, close to another one. So that's not so bad. Extra damage per shot for support fire. Okay, so now he's doing 4 damage. If you make enemies vulnerable, then that's 6 damage per support fire. So that does have the potential to do quite a lot of damage, especially if you have someone like Thule just shooting over and over again, and then this guy helping. Like, that could be pretty great. That could be pretty good. You know? I quite like that. Extra crit for the las cannon is nice too. Armor pierce for Astrolabe is also quite good. That's all for the heavy psi cannon. That's for the doom glaive. Purge for the flamer. More willpower we never really need. That bulwark is kind of fun. This is multi-melter stuff. And mind strike missiles. Yeah, it's just everything is weapon specific. The plasma cannon can overwatch. fine. But yeah, I think that works. We'll try and make it so support fire has some, like, interesting uses. Because actually, if we'd been able to activate support fire at the end there, he would have shot the absolute crap out of that tree. You know? Because we had a lot of shots from Thule. Because of him getting extra AP and stuff. And so it would have kept him, you know, relevant. It would have kept him in the fight. And yeah, 4 damage a shot is pretty good when it's as many times as, you know, your guys shoot a missile weapon. Which actually would have been additional for Thule. Well, not Thule, for Han, because he couldn't step in the stinky stuff, so he could have shot as well. You know, then we could have had Islanthus giving Thule even more shots with his ranged attacks, and then using his remaining AP on a range attack too. Like, there's a bunch of stuff he could have done. And we had a load of AP on everybody. So, like, imagine all of that, an extra 4 damage apiece. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I think that's fine. I just hate that it's something you have to activate. I find that really annoying. But, you know, up to 7 times, basically. It says infinite, but it's up to 7. I don't know if autoloader skulls work on him, but they might. They might. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's the thing, like, there's so many things in this game that I feel should be universally fine, and then just aren't for some reason. Like the fact that he can't use Gate of Infinity, when, like, literally, Venerable Dreadnoughts can use Gate of Infinity. Like, that's a thing they could use in tabletop. Or at least they could last edition. The edition that this game came out in, Venerable Dreadnoughts could use Gate of Infinity. Like, that was fine. So, really unusual that they don't get to come along for the ride. But I think some of that might be a programming issue. Because, like, it isn't about finding a random space, then you suddenly find a random 4 spaces, and maybe that messes it up? I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't do it. Maybe there's an awkwardness there. I really don't know. But oh well. Oh well. Give them extra AP as well on executions or whatever. Like, they're knights. They should get the same stuff the other knights get. It's bizarre. I find that sad. But anyway. Yeah, Dolorous upgrades will be cheaper soon. And the Pious Absolution will be ready soon, so we'll be able to get more. Yeah, we'll be able to pick up this ludicrous amount of Archaeotech. And then maybe start upgrading something. And yeah, that we decided not to get, which is fine. Where are we going to go and sit? Are we happy in this area? I mean, red seeds are around the place. Sort of scattered around. Because it really is the red ones I want. For all those damage upgrades. I don't want to go through here for no reason. In case there is a chance that the Gellerfield doesn't work. So maybe I just start trying to pick up some of this Archaeotech. Because the frigate isn't going to be able to pick up everything. And might have to watch out for Death Guard ships. I'm not sure. I can't remember how the frigate works exactly. Intervention required. What's going on? Ooh, is this going to be the final mission?
Priority Alpha 7, Blake. Nurgle's dominus. We have observed a significant increase in Death Guard fleet activity. Although their ships remain in orbit, our excavations are being actively bombarded. We have diverted 68% of priesthood resources to disrupt this aggression. This division of labor is inefficient. Remove this threat from our skies immediately.
The arrogance. Dominus, you must know the commander would not possibly.
I will not countenance such flagrant demands on my commissioned resources. And yet, I must admit, this Yeltrix has come through for us already in compelling ways.
Pro, the Megos Explorator has access to significant firepower. Contra, the Edict is not sufficiently outfitted for large-scale naval encounters.
Perhaps we could provide them a small number of the Edict's Void Shield generators for the duration of this campaign. A token gesture to maintain our profitable relationship.
Those are the chapter's assets.
To be deployed to maximum strategic effect. What say you, Commander?
Oh, that's kind of exciting. So you can just chase down a bunch of yeah, we just chase down ships. We need to do a bunch of those ship missions, which I don't think would be too bad. That'd be pretty straightforward. I mean, we've done it before. They're fine. There's a lot of additional missions we're doing. Promise of a token effort. We just destroy one ship. Fine. And I guess defeating the 3 ships, we could do that without guns. You know, we could focus on upgrading our ship, so it's more, you know, better for combat, and then we don't have to actually do missions each time. Or we could just lower our health, basically. I'm very tempted to commit to this, just because it's difficult, you know? It's a challenge, and I think that's something that I've been missing over the last, I don't know, 10 episodes or so. 20, 30. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's getting a bit dull. It's a bit easy. I like a challenge. You know, story's great. Love to see how guys progress, but yeah, the enemy needs to throw something a bit better at us, or it's not really yeah, well, it's not as exciting. So I think a little time trial might be fun. So let's do this. Let's promise to destroy the enemy fleet.
Acknowledged. Transmitting commitment to the Magos.
Okay, so there's 2 right next to each other as well, which will really help. So we can go to that and then continue on. Yep, cool. Pain is an inevitable byproduct of Nurgle's creations, but the dolorous strain seems engineered for torment, normally the realm of the Dark Prince. If it were allowed to run rampant, it might draw the 2 gods into contention, and no, you are right, that would be ruthless. Instead, let us turn the dolorous seed into tools of mercy in the hands of your brothers. Okay, cool. So at this point, maybe we trigger another boss. Yeah, I think let's trigger a boss. Let's do a blue one. I don't know what this guy's about. So let's see. Let's find out. I know we'll be fighting him soon, but that's fine. Of course, they have just spawned already. There's one on that planet that is going to fill up, so that is something we need to do. Then we can double back to... Hang on. Oh, right over there. Wow. We have to ignore this one, even though there's a lot of servitors we get out of it. And another silencer. We don't really need another silencer. A decent force sword. That force sword might be good. How about here? Oh, lower level skull. That's annoying. Yeah, bolter. Fine. What about this one? Level 2 falchions. And a psi cannon. Oh, God. I really hope we don't end up falling in love with that psi cannon. We might. Might end up retraining Thule again. It doesn't take that long, so, you know, I'm not actually that fussed about doing it. If we do decide that we want to change. But yeah, I guess we're going to do... That's only 1 pip. You know, I think we actually just go for this and we take out these ships, and if we can come back to that, we will. But I want to destroy these ships, I think. Annoyingly, the best mission is over here, the exact opposite direction of where we need to be, which is very annoying. Very annoying indeed. That's purple, or pink, whatever colour it is. And that's blue and yellow. There's no red, again. We need more red seeds. What a pain. We are very close to this mission, though. Maybe we go for that one, then we can move up. And we just don't get the architect. Again. Hopefully, once we do this mission, though, we'll have access to the highest tier of weaponry, hopefully. This might just be a random mission, though. It might not actually be part of the, you know, progression of that. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, protect servitors. Sounds great. And we should be able to reach that one just fine. And we'll take on those ships. So sure. More servitor protection. And we got the frigate.
News. In their wisdom, the Grand Masters have authorized the pious absolution to join our fleet for the duration of this campaign. It has returned from Deimos, now properly and fully sanctified.
Excellent.
Update. I have informed Magos Yeltrix of our acquisition of the Gladius frigate. He was pleased to hear the vehicle was recovered from its unholy fate. and offered to supply some of the priesthood's most advanced tech marine equipment
Yeah, this was it.
to better preserve our blessed machines from the plague god's designs.
So we just needed to wait for that to return, and that was what triggers the final tier of equipment. So we now have tier 3 equipment. So there we go. We didn't need to do any of this, but it's fun. So, you know, it's a fun little mission. Okay, so now we're here. There's a few things I need to do that I've forgotten about. We need to build stuff. Let's do the research one, I guess. Or more guns? I think we should probably try and actually destroy things with the guns. We do need to put our frigate speed up as well at some point, probably. I think it's fine for now. But yeah, let's put our gun battery up, and then we'll do our void shields. I mean, I've been wanting to do the research one for ages, but we are about to go and fight a bunch of enemy ships. And the fact that it's been ages means we've actually got a lot of our research done already. So it's just not that big a deal at the moment. Though there is also an achievement to get all of the technology. And you know what? Maybe we will get that. I don't know. One thing we're worried about, though, is... Okay, we only need one red to get down here. And we only need one yellow. So we can afford all of this. We can afford all these tags. Surprisingly. So that's nice.
Commander,
good.
We can deploy.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to do that. I was going to work out how to do it. I wasn't sure how. So is that right? You send him to grab Archaeotech? Or do you send them to missions? I mean, you have to go through there, right? Okay, too far for the frigate. Okay. Interesting. So, is that the point, though? Are you supposed to be sending them on missions or to collect Archaeotech? Or both?
On your order, I will prepare a squad for deployment aboard the Void ship.
Oh! So you can send troops on that. So you can do additional missions. That's fun. Or you can... You can't send the frigates to Archaeotech sites. Really? So we have to send the frigate to go do missions while the Void ship... You know, while our main ship, our mothership, as it were, has to grab that. That sounds so stupid. That feels really backwards, especially considering that that's too far for the ship. Okay, fine. Fine. So what mission is this? This is a bloom spawn one. We need to go there anyway and destroy those other ships. But yeah, that's super weird. Okay, yeah, I guess we just carry on as normal and we send the frigate later. I really thought the frigate would grab Archaeotech, but yeah, apparently not. Apparently not. What a pain. Destroy... Okay, kill enemies with grenades. We could do that if we swap... We could probably do that if we swap, the stun grenades for a, you know, just a grenade. It's only 6 damage, but we can probably knock people off things. We can probably knock people off things or kill, like, if we use a kill zone. You know, if we use his kill zone, you know, the sanctified kill zone, we can do 8 damage per grenade, which is quite good. So knocking people off things, might get the option to do that. Hard to say on these missions. I don't know what map it's going to be. But there's a chance we can knock people off things, and there's a chance we can, you know, they'll spawn a bunch of cultists. But they haven't done that in a while, have they? So yeah, we might not get this. We might not get this. I mean, 5 kills is a lot. It's a lot of enemies to finish off. But I want to try it. Because again, I want a challenge. You know, I want to do something a little challenging. So we're going to try. So we're going to do that. We could give Islanthus a grenade as well. It would mean less critting, though. I don't know, he only throws them far. We could also bring in our... So we could bring in our Flame Boy. Yeah, because he's got good grenades. Does that mean getting rid of Han? Or Storm? I mean, Storm's so mobile, I think he's really useful. But also, he can put up people's mobility, which is really important. But Islanthus can put up people's mobility by giving them a bunch of extra AP. So I think probably Han has to go. Get rid of Han, we bring in Malik Elgon. And then we give him some damage. Only 5 damage for him. He doesn't get as big a damage bonus. But if you use Sanctified Kill Zone, he could then do more damage with his grenades. So, and you can throw multiples in one turn as well. So, you know, maybe this will work out. Could be interesting. Also, if we do find a side cannon at a later mission, maybe he'd want to have one. Though that seems a bit pointless. It seems a bit dumb, actually, for a purifier, because he has so many like specific bonuses to incinerators that even a lower tier incinerator is going to perform better, isn't it? So, yeah. All right. Well, this will be the team. It's an interesting one, and we got, you know, a full contingent, and we have no assassins, so all of this stuff will apply to everyone. So we got some good flexibility there. Yeah, I think this will be fine. And yeah, 5 kills with grenades. That's going to be interesting. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.